I did sit down with the Mayor Sadiq Khan.
And you spoke with him about so many topics.
So many topics, from WrestleMania to Thames Water to what he thinks of President Trump. We did talk, of course, amidst the global uncertainty that the trade tariffs are bringing, about the recent US-UK trade deal and how he thinks it would affect London and the wider impact in the UK.
Keir Starmer, the British Prime Minister since July, has really worked really hard in terms of trying to get a trade deal with the USA, and I welcome the hard work of President Trump and Prime Minister Keir Starmer to get this trade deal. I think it's not the end of the trade deal, it's the beginning of a really good, positive relationship between our two countries when it comes to trade. The USA as a country is the #1 country we do trade with. The second big thing the Prime Minister has done, really important, is have close alignment and get a trade deal with the EU. As a union of 27 countries, we do 2.5 times more trade with the EU than we do with the USA. So both are equally important. But also what the Prime Minister's done is work really hard to get a trade deal with India. At the moment, his team's working really hard to get a trade deal with countries in the Middle East. So that's what you want when it comes to a successful country, grown-up leadership where we understand the importance of trade in terms of goods and services, but also people, really important.
I also asked the Mayor how healthy he thinks London's future is as a financial hub.
Brexit was a real blow to London, a real blow to our country. I think it's the biggest example of self-harm ever inflicted by a government. I think it's a bad mistake made by David Cameron and his successors over the last few years. I think this Prime Minister is trying to make the best of a bad hand. He's talked about resetting relations with the EU. I'm really pleased we've got a new trade deal with the European Union. We've got to build upon that. I'm somebody who believes there should be a youth mobility scheme with the European Union. I'm somebody who believes there should be an Erasmus Plus schemes with the European Union. So we've taken a bit of a knock because of a Brexit, but I think we're back. You've got grown-ups running the country. You've got a government wanting to deal with the USA, with the European Union, with India, with the Middle East, and many others. And that demonstrates we're a great place to come, not just financial services, professional services, tech, AI, culture, creative industries. So in addition to the best place in the world to come if you're in finance, if you want to make a film, come to London. If you want to make a TV program, come to London. If you want to go on concert, come to London. If you want to have a great holiday, come to London.
The Mayor Sadiq Khan of London there, saying that London really is open for business, Sylvia. He's saying that June is an incredible month for London. 4 business conferences, sporting events coming up, concerts. So he's really trying to attract investors, businesses, and saying, hey, London, we're here, we're open for you.
Of course, I also noticed that there's a lot of upcoming tech events. Yes. Did he say anything in relation to NVIDIA and what they were looking to do in terms of tech going forward?
Yes, I did ask him about NVIDIA, and I was trying to say when his meeting is with Jensen Huang. He wouldn't tell me, and I asked 3 times. But there was a good reason that he didn't tell me, because of security reasons. So he's not actually allowed to say what his calendar is. But he's very excited to have NVIDIA here, coming to London Tech Week. And of course, that will put the stamp of approval and put London Tech Week on the map.
It's very clear how they're also trying to attract more businesses in the post-Brexit environment. And he addressed a little bit how important the trade deal with the United States has been in that context.
Yes, absolutely. Because, of course, he feels, and he was very open, Sylvia, he was very against Brexit, so he's very relieved that Keir Starmer, the Prime Minister, has had these reset talks, and he's hoping that as a result of that, London will be more open and that we will actually see youth coming in and this youth scheme that he was talking about, and make it easier for people to come and work here in London as well, because obviously that's what he's most concerned about.
Absolutely.